And we are live, I believe. I think. Now, not very prepared here. As I say, another random one, as you can see. Let's get the laptop up so I can see your guys' comments. Yeah, we'll plug it as well. If you're watching this back, I do apologise. You might want to skip ahead a couple minutes. Hello, I see a few people are now watching. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Let's get this plugged in so we don't die halfway through the stream. That's always a good thing. I'm gonna get the stream up here on the laptop. Up-a-dunk. We'll put that on mute. And we've got the chat up. There we go. There we go. There we go. First question in by Liza. Are you a fan of Jeff or Tim Buckley? No. No. Hello, Javid. Is that how you say it? Javid? Hello. Oh, how are you all doing? It's very nice here in the UK. It's funny, the last live stream I done, it was very nice as well. So maybe I should do these more often. Maybe it's a good luck thing. Cheers. Have I ever heard of The Bachelors? Yeah, I've got a Bachelors record. My nan loves them. I'm not a big fan of The Bachelors, but I know of them. I've heard them, so I can actually comment on them. Ross, hello, mate. How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you all doing on this wonderful evening? It's a very nice evening. Very nice weather we're having lately. Hello. I am a. Well, I don't understand what this means. Oh. Oh. Largest movie collection of all time, standing at 190,000. What, Blu-rays or DVDs? That's an incredible achievement. Incredible achievement. Oh, nice, Ross. I'm hoping to go to a car boot tomorrow. I hear we're getting a storm here in the UK tonight, so if the weather's raining, I shan't bother tomorrow. But yeah, I'm hoping to go to a car boot tomorrow. Since my vinyl update, I think I've only got 2 records, to be honest, so I haven't been doing great on vinyls lately. But I have got a couple. I got a couple. Can you rate Genesis' song "That's All" from 1 to 10? I don't. I'll need reminding on that song. Hang on, let me just answer this one. Will I be seeing Bohemian Rhapsody when it comes out? Yes, I will. I've got a Cineworld card, so I can just walk in for free now. So I'm gonna go see it. I love going to the cinema. I've been twice in the last couple of days. So, can you rank the Batman films? Well, Dark Knight, Batman Begins, Dark Knight Rises. The first Michael Keaton one, the second Michael Keaton one, the third one, and then the fourth one. That's my Batman ranking. Glad you liked Solo. But I might sit this one out in theatres. Wow. I wouldn't sit it out, mate. I've been to see it twice. I went to see it on opening day, and I loved Solo. I thought it was I mean, it wasn't fantastic, but it was a really fun sci-fi adventure film. And I went to see it again this afternoon with my mum, and really enjoyed it. What makes Pilgrim my favourite Clapton album? The lyrics are beautiful, incredible. It shows what a good songwriter Clapton is. He's incredible. The guitar playing is just smooth, classic Clapton, beautiful, and the vocals are amazing. There's a song on there called "Fall Like Rain." Go check out that song. It shows you how good Clapton's vocal range can be when he wants to go there. Are you a fan of The Doors? I like The Doors. They're a good band. Love your channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's always nice to have comments like that. It means a lot to me. Always keeps me going here on the channel. Oh, so you like my Dylan collection? I haven't added to the Dylan collection anymore because I just got all the studio albums and I kind of left it alone. There's the one album he done with Grateful Dead, which I wouldn't mind getting. I think they reissued it on a record store day last year. Might have been this year's. I can't remember. The Rock Boy is doing good. Thank you, Bilbo Baggins. Went to an advanced screening on Solo? Solo? Because if you did, that's cool. That's really cool. My Father's Eyes is a great track. It really probably is the best track on there. Oh, Gamer Fan. Been watching me for 2 years. Hats off to you. I don't know how you've done it. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I forget how long I've been here on YouTube now, really. I mean, I've been taking the channel seriously for about three years, I think, now. I mean, it says that I've been on YouTube for longer than that, but at first I didn't really take the channel seriously. I think for the first year of my YouTube, of this YouTube channel, I was literally just using it to comment on stuff, so. I could make a super group of musicians that are still alive. Who would it be? I'd put Clapton in there for his guitar playing. Put Tom Chaplin in there for his vocals because he's my favourite singer. Dave Grohl for his drumming. Like his style. I don't think any of these go together, by the way. I mean, they're all from different styles, but I'm just picking my favourite drummer, favourite singer, favourite guitarist. Have you listened to American Pie by Don McLean? I have. I've got the album on vinyl. I like it. It's a very good album. That is my collection of vinyl behind me, but I have another 6 cubes to the left of me, and then just down there to the side of my bed, I have another 2 cubes with my soundtracks in. So yeah, I'm even more spoiled than that. No, I'm kidding. I do buy all my own records. I haven't reviewed any Grateful Dead albums because I don't really know any Grateful Dead albums, to be honest. I know of the band. I've got their like a best of CD compilation here somewhere. What are your thoughts on the current state of music? I really like it. It's good. I mean, the modern chart stuff is not my thing, but there's still some fantastic bands about. Hello, Liv. Why rock musicians quickly get tired and start to make bad stuff? Well, I don't think they all do. There's some that do, definitely, but I don't think they all do. Hi, Leo. Good to see you, buddy. Can you rank Clash albums? Oh, I don't know Clash albums, unfortunately. Not yet. I'm sure I will one day. I take it the Grateful Dead have a lot of live albums. I can't say Gamer Fan that I am a big Prince fan. He's just never clicked with me for some reason. I don't dislike him. He's got a couple good tracks out there for me, but he's not really my style too much. How many Blu-rays do I own? Well, I used to own a lot more. But when I got first off, I got a bigger cupboard, so it stretched along more. So I had to cut one of the shelves in half. And then I went out. I wanted to get a little pet for my room because I'm a big animal lover. So I thought, oh, I'm gonna get a little bird. Why not? So I bought my bird. Now I had to cut the Blu-ray shelf in half again, so I had to get rid of even more. I still have a lot. There's definitely at least 300 Blu-rays here. But they used to be double that. So I've got rid of a lot, sold them. Not all of these are original. It's a mixture of originals and represses. I always try to go for originals. But when they are like stupidly expensive, like when I was collecting Oasis, it's like, nah, I just get the represses. This is just so much easier and it's gonna save me so much money. Do I think there's going to be a Genesis reunion next year with Peter? I'm doubtful, but I'd be very happy. Have you heard of the Marilyn? As you can tell, I've probably pronounced that wrong, so I haven't, unfortunately. Can I do a video of my top 10 movies? I have a movie channel. Um, if you go to on my this channel and go to channels I recommend, you'll see it at the bottom. It's called the Movie Bug. Head over there. I'll do it on that channel for you. Because I've been thinking about doing like top 10 films anyway on there, to be honest. Dirty Minds is your favorite Prince album. I know Purple Rain. I know that album. When did I start collecting vinyl? What sparked my passion? Um, I started collecting vinyl. I'm gonna say back in 2011, maybe it's 2010. What sparked it was um when I got into the Beatles. The Beatles weren't actually my first band, believe it or not. But when I did get into the Beatles, my dad was like, "Oh, I've got some old vinyls of theirs in the loft," and I was like, "Oh, cool. Let's have a look at them." So I pulled them down, pulled a turntable, my dad's old turntable down, hooked it up in my room, played them, and just fell in love with playing them. It was an original Hard Day's Night, an original with the Beatles, a repress of Sergeant Pepper and their 20 greatest hits. And from there on, I was like, I want to hear more stuff on vinyl. This is fantastic. Um, have you listened to the new Arctic Monkeys album? I have listened to the new Arctic Monkeys album. Are you interested in my opinion? It's not too good. Hello. I remember you had some shitty sci-fi films. Well, they're all gone now, probably. As I say, when I cleared out my Blu-rays, I got rid of the films which I didn't like. Um, I like Peter Gabriel. Peter Gabriel's great. I'm more of a Gabriel fan than a Collins fan. I'll say that. Favorite Billy Joel song is the Downster Alexa from Stormfront. Oh, thank you. I mean, I love music and movies, but I can't lie, I am more of a movie person. Just for some reason, this channel has it's I started off talking about vinyl because I was so into it once upon a time. Still am really into it. Don't take that the wrong way. But it's just I thought I want to keep it movies here on this channel, really. Music, sorry. But that's why I started up another channel about 4 months ago, maybe 3 months ago. Started my movie channel up again because I just love movies. They are progressive. I like progressive rock bands. They're good. They're not ones that I dig into though quite as much, but they're good. Don't get me wrong. I still enjoy them. I see. I kind of thought they were the lead singer of the Arctic Monkeys. I think his name escapes me in a minute. Was trying to be a bit Bowie-ish on their new one, but it just didn't work. Well, I mean, Genesis, ELO, Clapton, you've got three great artists there, especially Clapton. He's a great artist to collect. Oh, hi, Mark. Here we go. The room stuff's coming back already. I didn't even mention the room, guys. You can't blame me for this. I'm going to blame Lusa for that. I've heard a few people say they like the new Arctic Monkeys album. One of my mates, who I go out with, said he really enjoyed it, and I was like, well, that's fair enough. There's a couple good songs on it. I don't hate the album. It's not. I've heard far worse. It's just for me, I loved AM so much, and this one doesn't come close to it. Hi, Mike. Nice to see you, buddy. More room quotes. Yay. That's how I'm feeling right now. Yay. I don't know if that's a sarcastic yay or not. What is currently the record you play the most? It's still the Greatest Showman soundtrack. I love it. I love it. Um, Thoughts on Pet Sounds? Great album. Classic. Love it. I absolutely adore sci-fi. I mean, I've got two cubes here full of Star Wars Blu-rays. I own every Star Trek film. I've got the Aliens, the Predators. I've got Doctor Who. I've got you name it, sci-fi. I'm probably there. There's probably a couple odds that I'm missing, but I have a huge Sci-fi section. I love my sci-fi. It's great. You're tearing me apart, Lisa. I'm not gonna shout it like he does in the film, because I got people downstairs and I don't want them to judge me too much. So did you think of your That's All rating yet? I'm not sure what that means. You're tearing me apart, James. Clapton's one of my heroes. Oh, he's great. I got the complete Clapton box set for Record Store Day from my very good friend Vinyl Collector James, and it was... Oh, it's a great box. I played the second record in it, and I absolutely adore it. It's fantastic. I've heard awful things about the Greatest Showman soundtrack. Really? Really? Everyone I know loves it. Plus, it broke the record in the UK, or it tied the record, I believe, for spending the most consecutive weeks at number one. It's like one of the biggest selling albums this year, and it probably will remain that. It's an incredible soundtrack. Fantastic. What's your favourite Billy Joel album? I like Stormfront. I don't know why. That album's always just connected with me really well. But then again, I also love Piano Man. I guess I've got to go to Stranger, actually, thinking about it. That one's just classic from start to finish. The Genesis song, that's... Oh, hang on. I'm going to have to Spotify it. Don't know it off the top of my head. Hang on, I've gone off the chat for a quick second, guys, because I'm going to have to listen to this song quickly. Genesis, that's all. From... I'm not a fan of the album it's from. Oh yeah, I remember this song now. As soon as you hear the piano, I remember it. It's actually one of the better songs on that album. Yeah, this one's alright. It's Illegal Alien I don't like on that album. That song sucks. Okay, I've come back to the chat now, guys. Yeah, I don't mind that song. Favourite Doctor in Doctor Who? David Tennant. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Are you a fan of the other big songwriters? Tom Waits? Yeah, I don't... Leonard Cohen's great. He's great. I want the Clapton box so bad. It's on his website. Yeah, it's really nice. But they have cheapened it up compared to the original press of it. But this new press does come with a bonus 7-inch single, so I suppose they make up for it. Just the box isn't quite as fancy. Leo, you didn't like The Great Showman. How could you not like The Great Showman? It was so innocent. It was just such a fun film. It was my favourite film of last year. I put it as my favourite film last year. I thought it was just so fun and innocent. The songs were catchy. The acting was great. And it's got good scores on IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes and whatnot. Oh, thank you so much. Is that Fraser? Thank you so much. Hello from Scotland. It's nice to have you here, buddy. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Stormfront is a great album. It's good to hear that, because I hear a lot of people saying that Billy Joel got worse the later in his career, and I think it's just so untrue, because River of Dreams is also a really good album. I really like them two. I'd put them two over any of the other stuff that came out in the 80s, album-wise, for me. Where are we at? Stormfront is a great album. I Go Front is a great album. Oh, no worries, Gamer fan. I look forward to speaking to you again. Best Doctor, Capaldi, hands down. Really? Capaldi? Can't lie, he's one of my least favourites. Alice Cooper. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know their albums. Prison Tapes. Yeah, I saw a few people going after that one, to be fair. Yeah, We Didn't Start the Fire was a great song. Really great song. Psychedelic soul or funk groups from the 70s. I might. I'm not sure what classifies in psychedelic soul. That's interesting. Have you listened to The Idle Race? I have. I've got a couple of records of theirs up there. I'm not a big fan. I purely buy the ones that Jeff's in because it's got Jeff's name on. I've heard Stray Cats. I don't mind them, to be honest. They're kind of fun. I felt David Tennant had the best mix of what the Doctor should feel like and what the modern Doctor should feel like, whereas I felt like Matt Smith was too modern of a Doctor and Peter Capaldi was too old of a Doctor. Like the Matt Smith was the very modern Doctor and Capaldi was the old-fashioned Doctor. David was like the perfect mix in the middle. That's why I love Pertwee's Doctor. He was really good. Um, Well, Luke, where is your record store? If I can get there, I might check it out. I haven't heard Tom Watts. Well, Leo, I think we're gonna have to disagree on this one. I didn't think the editing was bad at all, and I just loved the songs. I think the songs were incredible. Um, E and Hugh Jackman, The Greatest Show. Oh, I see. Maybe you can't write long comments. Yeah, Hugh Jackman's brilliant. I think Hugh Jackman is one of the best actors at the minute. I like Tom Baker. He's a fantastic Doctor. I've got that box set on pre-order of his that's coming out next month, I think. Um, but it's he. I wouldn't say he's my very favourite though. I wouldn't. I mean, I grew up with David, so I'm always gonna say David. Oh well, I like the Temptations. Yeah. Jackson 5, great. Yeah, I do like that style. Then Bilbo. Favorite Johnny Cash American album, number 4. I like number 4. I like 3 as well. The Tom Petty one. That one's good. No worries, Leo. I'll speak to you later, buddy. Um, well, I think the thing is, a lot of people always go back to old music. Like a lot of my mates, they always go back to like the hits from the 70s and 80s. Like they'll listen to Mr. Blue Sky or Thriller, stuff like that. I think people always stick to their times, which is respectable. If you were born in the 60s, of course, you're going to stick with your 60s stuff. If you were born in the 80s, you're going to stick with your 80s stuff, mostly. If you're born or you're growing up with what is out today, you're going to stick with that. As I do with my films and music. I still keep up with some stuff that's about today and but I've always loved going back in time and digging into artists and going through their whole catalogue. It's great. It's really fun. Do you like the movies? What? That's not a movie, surely. I'm not gonna say that on here. I'm not gonna say that out loud. That can't be a movie. You're definitely pulling me on here a bit. Are there any classic groups, artists that you've just never clicked for you? Elvis. Never really got into Elvis. John Denver. John Denver's all right. Again, he's one that never really clicked me either, but I don't mind him. He's all right. It's funny how sometimes you get into these more obscure artists like oh, I'm trying to think of one now. I absolutely adore a little American band which is about at the minute, which no one ever seems to talk about. Lone Bellow. And then you come across someone huge like Elvis, and it's just like he never clicked with me. It's funny how things go like that. I think I Go to Extremes, one of my favorite Billy Joel songs. Again, another great track. Another great track. Billy Joel's got some fantastic numbers out there. Fantastic. Thing is with Billy Joel, he hasn't got a bad album. You just kind of go through his catalogue. So I collected all of his records at one point, which was good because they weren't massively expensive. So they were fun to get. And I was just kind of going through, digging through his records, listening to them in chronological order because I think I got them in chronological order. And it wasn't a bad album there. You'd get a dodgy track every now and then on one, but they were all just solid, fun albums. It's If you're not a fan, fair enough. But if you're going to go out your way and say, I don't like Billy Joel, it's like, I just don't understand that because he's so innocently fun. It's like, if you're not a fan, fair enough. But say he doesn't get it for you too well, that's fair enough. But if you say, I don't like him, his music is bad, I just wouldn't understand that. Um, do you like the Gorillas? I'm not going to lie, I've had a few people recommend them to me and I still have yet to check them out. I do normally check out artists, bands, and albums that people give me, but it takes me a bit of time sometimes to get around to a few of them. Chat's gone a bit slow all of a sudden. Do I like Rick Wakeman? Um, Again, he's another one who I've had people recommend to me, and I still have yet to get to him. I haven't heard of them, Alicia. I haven't. I haven't even heard of them. Favorite band of all time announced their sixth album today. What band is this? I haven't heard of an album being announced today, so I take it I must not know the band. Queen Zone forums. Hmm. I'll have to give them a read. I can imagine they'd be quite interesting actually. See my see my video replying to you. I haven't. I haven't. What is this? You'll have to. What is this? I'll be. Oh, I was gonna say. I was like, hmm. Haven't heard of them, Eliza. I haven't. Oh well, I like the Dave Clark Five. Yeah, I mean, that kind of style of music. It's not my favorite. It's actually one of my least favorite of the '60s. I'm not gonna lie, but I still like it. It's good. It's got some good sounds going on. Top five debut albums video. I don't know who my top five would be. Led Zeppelin would have to be there. Keane would have to be there. I don't think it can be good or bad. I think it is all down to opinions. It's like everything. It's hard. I never. I mean, even though I do my album reviews and I say when I think something's good or bad, I still always make a point. Whoops, there goes the camera. I still always make the point when I do my album reviews that it is my opinion. And I think it should always be taken up. I hate it when you get people on YouTube who come on and say, or don't express it's opinionated. They come on and they go, I don't like this song. It doesn't do it for me. It's bad. You know, I kind of liked it. Um, so I always try to express that I understand how opinions work. Um, when someone says they don't like something that you like a minute ago with Leo and A Great Showman, I respect his opinion. Of course, you're entitled to dislike the film, but at the same time, you got to go. Well, I liked it. Fair enough, though. Winter Shade of Pale. I've heard of it, and I might have actually heard it. It's just it's not clocking at the minute. You know how sometimes you hear a song and then all of a sudden it clocks. You go, oh, I know, like Genesis earlier. I played the song and I was like, oh yeah, I remember this song. It's like that. I just don't doesn't clock by title too much. I don't think the Beatles will sound too good if they were still about today. Well, let's face it, Paul McCartney doesn't sound that great today. And John was never the best vocalist anyway, so I think if the Beatles were still together today, it wouldn't be good. I still stand by it. I think the Beatles split up at the right time. It's a good thing they didn't get back together because it wouldn't have been as good. It's like it would have tarnished the perfect. I don't think all their albums are perfect. I'm not one of those biased Beatles fans who's like, um, oh, with the Beatles is a fantastic album. I'm not one of those guys who goes, oh, every song on with the Beatles is amazing. But every album by the Beatles was good. They'd never had a dud. And I got to get a feeling that if they had got back together, then it potentially would have happened. We Are Dead by David Bowie. I love that. I think it's a fantastic song. Great song. I don't know him, Bilbo. I don't know him, unfortunately. There's a lot of artists who've come up in the last live chat and this one who I just generally a lot of them going over my head. Makes me think I should listen to more music. Okay, Stephen, I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a clue what half of that means. Do you like reading? I like reading. I've got a few books here. I've actually bought a couple books the last couple of days, although I haven't bought them to read. They're art books. I've actually got them on my bed here, because I'm into my art as well. But I got some books to read, which I do read. But I bought a few art books lately. I got the Road to Infinity War one, and there's some. I think they have some writing in these, if I remember correctly. But yeah, there's some great artwork in these. I mean, just fantastic. Yeah, like has a bit about the character and whatnot and what they're going for. So I will read that. And I got this one as well, the art solo. So I bought them in the last couple of days, and they're fantastic. Really, really great. I love them art books. They're fantastic. The only Beatle album I like is the White Album. Fair enough. I mean, I'd say Revolver, Rubber Soul, White Album, Abbey Road, Sergeant Pepper. They're like the five, which I think are pretty special. I'm not massive on Michael Jackson. I like Michael Jackson more than Prince. I'm not gonna lie. He had those three albums, they were fantastic. How's the new Far Cry? I don't know. I haven't played it. I haven't played Far Cry. I am getting this year. I've got to think about this. What games am I getting this year? I'm gonna get Sea of Thieves when it comes out on PS4. I'm gonna get Red Dead Redemption 2 is the big one for me. Gonna get Spider-Man, and I will get Black Ops 4. I am not big on Call of Duties. I just want to make this clear. I just like the zombies, which are only on the Black Ops, so I'll be buying it for that. I don't use a reviewing website when wanting to listen to albums. Just put them on, give it a go, see what I think. Hi, Kyle. Beggars Banquet is possibly their best. I'm not gonna lie, you might have bought their best one there. I don't know. Favorite Fortnite album? No, Fortnite album. Sorry, I seen the next question was about Fortnite. Bloody hell. Now I sound stupid. Rolling Stones album is between Beggars Banquet and Sticky Fingers, I think. Do I play Fortnite? I do. Not that much. I've got a Twitch account, and you can actually see a video. We've only got 2 videos on there at the minute. It's a joint Twitch account between me and my friend Robert. And one of our 2 videos on there at the minute is actually Fortnite. So you can go see me play that. We actually won one of the games in it. So that was fun. Do you know Dat Wars? Dat Wars? Do you like Mike and the Machines? Mike and the Mechanics, sorry. I do like Mike and the Mechanics. I followed them because of Genesis, but They're good. They're good. I do enjoy them from time to time. I have a 12-inch single by them, but mostly I use Spotify to listen to them. Haven't really got into collecting them yet. Do you like Radiohead? I don't mind Radiohead. I've got a CD of theirs right here somewhere. It was right here somewhere. Maybe I put it in my cupboard. Um, but yeah, not massive on Radiohead. Have you ever won Fortnite? I've won a few Fortnites. I've won a few. I won one on my live stream on Twitch. You can go watch me win one. um, but granted, that was a 50-50. I've only won 2 solos, I believe. Won 2 solos. I don't play it that much. I'm not. And another fun thing about Fortnite is I got into it before the massive Fortnite craze where everyone blew up and was... I actually got into it before then. So I can actually say I didn't follow the crowd on that one. Which is kind of fun because of how popular it is at the minute. Do you play Roblox? I don't even know what that is. I'm not massive on games, I'm not gonna lie. Not huge on games, but Fortnite's a good... I see why Fortnite's so popular in a minute. I mean, I even done a Thanos mode for it, which was insane. I didn't get to play as Thanos, I saw him. There's only a couple Micromechanics stuff released on Final. It's difficult to find them. Perfect condition. Well, fair enough. You've saved me the time of even looking, to be honest. Was the Solo movie any good? I enjoyed it. It was very innocent, fun sci-fi. I went to see it on opening day because I'm a Star Wars diehard. Then I told my mum about it, and she went, well, I kind of fancy it now. And I took her to see it today, and she really enjoyed it as well. She came out and said, that was really good. I think people will like it more than The Last Jedi. It's paced a lot better than The Last Jedi. It flows a lot better, so it's just fun, adventure. And the guy who plays Han knocks it out of the park, fantastic. And there's a really cool little... I'm not going to spoil it, but something really cool happens at the end. Final Collector James, hello. Thought you were spending your day listening to Elbow. I was, but then I started doing this, so... Popular music in the 70s was much better than now. Support this opinion? Well, yeah, I do. I prefer... 70s is my favourite decade for music. Probably followed by the 80s. But I still like music today. I never want to sound like... Because I know some people just are really against anything new. They won't even try it. It's like Beatles, Dylan, Elvis, and it's like nothing new. It's like no, there's still some good stuff out there today. But yeah, the 70s is my favourite, and I like the 80s a lot as well. But there's still good stuff about today, of course, 100%. No problem. Eliza, I think Eliza, yeah, I think that's how you say it. Eliza Anderson. As always, thank you so much for the kind words, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Wonder who that could be dissing new music regularly. I don't know. There's a couple people out there in the VC who like to diss new music regularly. I won't rattle it down to one person, but there's a few. What's your favourite track on McCartney's Twin Freaks remix album? I can't get into it in a minute. Oh, I really like the Twin Freaks remix album, actually. I think it's a really fun listen. What one do I like the most? I actually do really love you, because I'm not a massive fan of that song. It's like the only song on Flaming Empire which I'm not a big fan of, and the remix actually is pretty cool. I know, Darren Locke. Talk about following the crowd and having your nose in the air. I know that man. I've seen a few of his videos, just ones which I'm actually interested in. Like when I was thinking about getting the Pink Floyd box set, I watched his video on that, and the snobbiness in it was incredible. Then I watched his review on some Game of Thrones episodes. It's clear the guy didn't have a clue what he was talking about. And then he talked about The Last Jedi. And he was trying to diss it because everyone else was dissing it. And half the things he was saying he couldn't support, which I thought was hilarious. Patti Smith, Just Kids. It's an amazing book. Well, fair enough. I might have to check it out. I really love reading the music autobiographies. I love Clapton's. I've actually got Patty Boyd's one there, which I'm going to take on holiday with me this year to read, because I just thought it'd be so interesting listening to her talk about how she ended up leaving George for Clapton. Thank you, James. I wouldn't say I was that good of a review, but thank you. Trying to keep the movie channel alive. Appreciate it. Oh. Mouth's really dry. I think it's because I'm doing a lot of talking and it's warm out. So I'm like consistently taking sips out of this. I know Canadian Stab Muffin as well. I'm not a fan of his humour, but I'm friends with Larry Groves on Facebook, and occasionally we catch up. So he's nice, but yeah, I don't. Again, it's the American Canadian humour not mixing with my British humour. I think that's what it is. He's a little odd. He is a little odd. But he means well. That's why I don't have as much of a problem with him. Unlike Mr. Darren Locke, he is generally just trying to piss people off and beg for money. So, listen to something from the new German wave. Have you? I don't even know what that is. I followed you on Twitter. Ah, thank you. That's nice. It's I like to try and keep my Twitter going as well. I'm becoming a bit of a social media bug lately. I only ever used YouTube and Twitter, and then I've started up Instagram. I've got a second channel down. I've got a Twitch account. What's your Insta? It's in the link. It's in the description to like my last 5 videos. I haven't put it in this one yet. But if you click on one of my last few videos, it's the links in the description, along with everything else. I have a channel, Twitch. How come you like older music? That's my dad's fault. It was Madness first. Really got into Madness, my first band, my first love, and then it was the Beatles, and then it was ELO, and then it just grew and grew and grew. I finally caught up with the times, but do you have any big plans this summer? Yes, next month I am going to Magaluf for a week. In September I'm going to Amsterdam. I know September's not summer, but I've got two nice holidays. Well, the Amsterdam one's in 4 days. So yeah, Thank you for asking. Now it's nice question there actually. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to it. I went to Malia last year, my mates, and it was my first lads holiday, and I absolutely adored it. It was one of the best weeks of my life. So really wanted to do another one this year. So I jumped on that. Occasionally there'll be one song in the chart that I like, but not really. The chart music here in the UK, at least, is pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's why some people have a bad taste in their mouth about new music. But as I say, there's still great music out there. You just got to go looking for it nowadays a bit more, unfortunately. But occasionally there is a good song in the charts. I think it's wrong to diss it all. There's still some good stuff out there. So it's no biggie, I don't think. But how many languages do you speak? I speak the one. I speak English, and that's it. I was never good at languages. They tried to teach me a few in school, but I was useless at it. Do you play guitar? I used to play bass. Can't remember much on it. And I have this acoustic guitar just sitting here. It just sits here all the time. But I can't play it. Not big on Lou Reed, I'm not gonna lie. As You Were. I didn't mind As You Were. It was okay. I love the opening song, Wall of Glass. That was an incredible song. I absolutely adored it. And the other single, For What It's Worth, was good. There was another track on there I really liked. Paper Crown, I think it's called. But yeah, it's not a bad album. Definitely not. Some people are too harsh on it. I have grown to like what's it called? Who Built the Moon more? Because originally when I done my 2017 list, I said I liked As You Were more, but I have grown to like Noel's album more. Dr. Robert loves the new Arctic Monkeys album, but he's French, so yeah. Well, there we go, James. He's French, so. um, nah, the new Arctic Monkeys album, as said, it's like a couple good songs on it. It's not complete garbage, but it's not very good. No offense taken, Bilbo. Yeah, it's just finding the time to learn. You know, I'm a very busy person. That's really cool. I thought Phil Collins' son was doing drums for a band. I thought maybe this is the band that I've heard about him doing drums for. That's pretty cool. I'll have to check it out. I always like to try and listen to the sons of these famous people. I really liked Danny Harrison's son, Danny Harrison's sons, George Harrison's son, Danny Harrison's album last year. That was really good. Do you like Decline? I got no idea. No idea whatsoever on that one. Never even heard of him. I think I'd go Live Aid there. I think. I like Jeff Buckley. Not massively familiar with him, but I like him. He's good. There's a lot of concerts I wish I could go back in time and see. I'd love to see the Nebworth gig. Thought that would be fantastic. Concert for George would be another one. I've got that lying about here somewhere in a minute because I used to have that stored up there, and I've run out of room for it. I don't even know where I whacked it now. I was clearing it out today. I've put it somewhere and I've lost it. Fantastic. That's how things go in my room normally. I have to move stuff about because like buying these art books, you know, it's like it's insane. I get them and they're so thick as well. It's like then I have to move stuff about. I pull other bits out and I file them somewhere new, and then they're gone. Gone. Oh, nearly knocked the camera over for the second time. I have to check it out, Winter. There's as I say, I've still got a long list of albums to check out from the last live chat. Thoughts on the British Elvis, Cliff Richard, and his backing band, The Shadows. I absolutely despise him. Completely agree. My nan went to school with Cliff Richard. She was in his class. So my nan's completely biased. She absolutely adores him. And she loves The Shadows. She goes, like when I like talking to like my aunt's boyfriend who's good with music, when we're around hers for dinner, for example, about music, and I say, oh, like Eric Clapton's my favourite guitarist, she'll go, Hank Marvin! Hank Marvin! And when we're around there for dinner, all of a sudden it'll be like dessert time, and we always put music on. And on comes Cliff Richard. No one else can have a choice. It's Cliff Richard. Same like when I go out to dinner with her. If she's driving, we're in her car, it's Cliff Richard CD on. So I'm more than familiar with Cliff Richard, and I really don't like him. Can't stand his voice. He's very embarrassing. He's awful on stage. Marvel or DC, that is so easy. That's Marvel all the way. Thank you, Liv. I'll check it out. I'll definitely check it out. No worries. Very interesting. Well, you know, he's a local boy from around here. You know, it's I'm only like literally about 5 minutes away from where I used to live. It's great in this area. We get to talk. Well, to be fair, I mean, Cliff isn't that well loved by anyone under the age of 50, it seems. So people don't exactly go shouting that Cliff come from here. But people think of Chesant. It's like one of our greatest achievements is Cliff Richard, which is a bit embarrassing. Yeah, honestly, Bill, but you're really not missing much at all. Honestly, he does have about two good songs. I can't criticize him completely, but literally, it is about two. I don't have much against the Shadows. I think that again, the older generation who are kind of biased towards them are you know, they're uh, they're wrong. But the Shadows are all right. It is the Great Showman in a minute, James. You missed it earlier on in the chat. Me and Leo were having a discussion about that. He didn't like it. He didn't like the film or the soundtrack too much. I was trying to explain to him why it's good. Have I considered moving to another country? Nah, I wouldn't move to another country. Don't get me wrong, Britain is not perfect, but I would not want to leave Britain at the same time. Do you like FBE? Again, no idea. No, to be fair, James, Leo's cool. He's very loyal. But yeah, he's wrong on that one. I don't think Leo's here anymore. But if he is, or if he's watching it back, we're only joking. Oh, I had the Great Showman soundtrack on actually on the way to see Solo for the second time today. Thoughts on Sabbath? Sabbath were good. Like a bit of Sabbath. Sitting up, so I need to pull the camera back a bit. I have to be careful with this camera because it's on my phone. It's just going to tip over as soon as I touch it. Oh, might have to make a dash downstairs at some point. Get another drink. Oh. Oh, Nathan. I was beginning to wonder where you are. You're late. I'm only kidding. I do not know the Ventures. I'm well. If they're a backing band, who do they perform with? Because maybe I have some of their stuff. Do you like Dire Straits? Yes, I've got a few Dire Straits albums. Got about 5, I think, maybe. They're good, but I have to be in a mood for them because in a way they kind of sound. They remind me a lot of Clapton, and I'd rather put Clapton on myself. So I have to be oh, I really fancy some Dire Straits because if not, I'm gonna go to Clapton. Don't worry, Nathan. I'm only joking. I haven't seen Deadpool 2 yet. I'm seeing it on Tuesday. I went to see Solo Thursday, and I went to see Solo again today. Instrumental Beach Boys. I had a feeling they'd be instrumentals because they were compared to the Shadows. Oh, Big Paulie. Hello, Paul. Oh, no, Paul. Not ugly mug at all. How's things? It's good, thank you. How are you, Paul? I saw your Solo video. It was very, very entertaining. Oh, look, Paul, I got this. I got two things which you'll like, Paul, actually. I got this today. I got the Art of the Road to Infinity War. And I got this yesterday. I got the Art to Solo. No, you'll be interested in them. They're excellent, these art books. Oh, thank you. I'm having a good day. I'm pretty sure everyone here is too. I hope you're having a good day too, my friend. Very nice for you to say that. Oh, fair enough, Bill. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know them, so it's all right with me. Can't take their clothes seriously enough. Fair enough. That's fair enough. I mean, Thor does look mighty silly. They're good films though. The Marvel films are good. They're not all. There's a couple duds and there's a couple which are average, but there's some really good ones there as well. I'd honestly recommend the solo art book, Paul. I was surprised with how good it is. It's not as good as the Force Awakens is still my favorite art book I've ever got. I've got a few Marvel ones now as well. I've got Prometheus as well, oddly enough, and I've got all the Star Wars ones. But the Force Awakens is still the best art book. If you haven't got that, go get it. It's really cheap on Amazon at the minute. It is amazing. You'll love it. Seeing all the early sketches for what BB-8 could have looked like, it's great. The public has been dishonest with Ringo Starr, not accepting his albums that were good at the time. Well, you're probably not going to like me for saying this. I don't really like many of his albums. He's got, I like the self-titled from 73. I like Goodnight Vietnam. I surprisingly like Ring of the Fourth. I know some people really don't like that one. I like, um, what's it called? I can't think of what it's called. The one with In My Car on. Long Wave. I like Long Wave. And then I like, Time Takes Time. It's all your solo review. So you didn't like L337. No, I didn't. That was the one thing I didn't like about Solo. I really liked everything, um, in Solo. I thought it was such an innocent, fun film. I thought it was really good. It's my second favourite film of the year. I've seen 11 films, so that's pretty good. But yeah, I didn't like her at all. And it's funny, when I went Thursday, I went to see it with a group of my mates, and they all come out pretty much saying the same thing as me, and they said they didn't like the droid either. And I took my mum to see it today, and she didn't like the droid either. So I get the feeling not many people are going to like the droid. What concerts have you been to? I've been to Paul McCartney, who was amazing. He's still my favourite that I saw in a concert. Then I saw ELO, and then I saw Eric Clapton, who was also fantastic. Thank you for Blue Planet 2, wonderful. Blue Planet 2 is incredible. I got the Blu-ray, I got the vinyl. I was watching the Blue Planet 2 the other day, actually. It's just fantastic. Oh, James liked the droid. Some people didn't like the droid. Just pulled me out of the film. Just couldn't connect with it at all. Nah, Paul, you got James. You got James. James likes the droid. There's two of you now. I'm only kidding. I'm only teasing. Hello, Thomas from America. How old are you? I'm 20. I will be 21 in November. I'm going to Leeds for my birthday. Very exciting. Even though I hear Leeds is awful. Can't wait. I do not like 13 Reasons Why. I watched most of the first season with my sister. The second season's just come out. I watched like 5 episodes of it. I know I saw the first episode and I saw the last one, and then 3 from somewhere in the middle. I just didn't like it. Not my type of show. I have no idea what that is, Bilbo Baggins. I've never even heard of it. Oh, nice. You'll enjoy it. Yeah, like, oh, Jeff, he's still really, really fun. Nerdiest said it was the highlight of the film. Wow, that can't be the highlight of the film, surely. So many better things in the film. It's funny. I've always liked droids in Star Wars. C-3PO, classic. Going into the animated series, Chopper's great. K2SO was fantastic. BB-8 is great. This is the first droid we've had which I haven't liked. And it wasn't like a droid where I was kind of like, nah, just don't really care about him. It's like, generally, I just don't like this droid. Gary Human. Oh, Newman. Gary, I should have known that, because I do know who he is. I just don't know his albums, unfortunately. Not looking not looking forward to it, I take it. No, I'm looking forward to my 21st. As I say, I don't really know what's happening on my 21st with my family. We might go out for the day because I put the day off work. But the weekend before I'm going down to Leeds, we're doing a 16 bar crawl, which won't happen. I won't make 16 bars. I'll probably do 10. And it's like an event in Leeds, so feel free to come along. And everyone does it in fancy dress. Loads of people do it. And we picked a theme, the Avengers, because half my mates don't have much money because we're all saving up for other holidays. And half of them already own Avengers costumes from fancy dress parties and stuff. So most of them are already gone, like the cheap ones, like Spider-Man, Iron Man, Wolverine, all gone. So I was left with the obscure Avengers to pick from. So I picked Doctor Strange. I haven't bought the costume yet because it's in November. And then I went and looked online, and it was like, oh, great, the Doctor Strange costume is actually really expensive. So I've kind of put myself in a bit of a ditch on that one. But anyways, do you like the movie Stand By Me? A bit embarrassing. I've never seen it, and I know I should have. Have you been to college? No, I went to sixth form after school, and now I'm got a full-time job. Um, so yeah, I skipped the college, didn't do it. Um, which I didn't want to do college. I can't lie. I kind of regret not trying uni. Maybe I think uni would have been interesting. I'm not sure if it would have been my thing though. So it might have been a complete waste of time. But it's something which I'm never gonna do uni now. And I think it would have been interesting to at least give it a go. Heard the new Arctic Monkeys album? Yeah, I wasn't a fan. Wasn't a fan. I've watched Stand By Me 7 times. It's pretty cool. That's when you know you like a film. Your favourite movie. My favourite movie, I don't know how many times I've seen it because it's the original Star Wars and I grew up on them. I must have watched the original Star Wars film at least 100 times. The film I've seen the most is actually Revenge of the Sith because that was the first Star Wars film I went to see in cinema. That was like mind blowing to me and my 8-year-old mind. I loved it as a kid. General Grievous 4 lightsabers, man, that thing, I loved it. I've seen Goonies. I've seen Goonies, Paul. I've seen Goonies. Not in a long time, but I have seen it. No, I'm the same, James. I remember seeing Wonder Woman in cinema and being like, wow, that wasn't that bad. That was good. And I got it on Blu-ray and I watched it and I was like, wow, this film is actually not that good. It's funny, Wonder Woman was weird. It's like I saw it in cinema and I think just seeing it on the big screen made me like it and seeing all the positivity around it, it was like, oh, wow, DC have got a good film. And then you actually rewatch it and you go, it's actually not that good. There's quite a few problems with it. I mean, it's very, very generic, like incredibly generic. Favorite subjects at school? Oh, I've got three. I don't know if I can do this. I've got three that were always my favourites. One of them was surprisingly maths because I was always good at maths. I've lost all my math skills now though. The other was art because I've always been good at art. It's still one of the few things I am good at. And the other was drama because I used to really get into it. I'm not bragging or nothing. I'm not going to brag, but I used to get quite a few awards for my performances. So I used to be quite good. That's the one thing I really regret in life, not um trying out acting. Film I've seen the most is Shawshank Redemption. Incredible film, mind blowing film. Absolutely adore it. Smile Sessions by the Beach Boys. I don't mind it. It's not an album I go to much. So I can't lie. Any Adam Sandler film is a classic. Oh, you couldn't be more wrong, my friend. I wouldn't say that, Paul. There's one DC film which I really like, and that's Man of Steel. I'd give like Man of Steel a 7, Wonder Woman a 6, Batman v Superman a 5, Suicide Squad a 3, Justice League a 2. Shawshank Redemption is incredible. Actually, hang on, give me a second. I've got it. Shawshank. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Yes, I love it so much. That's right in between two other great films, The Last Samurai starring Tom Cruise and The Prestige starring Hugh Jackman. Two incredible films right there as well. Yeah, I can't blame you, James. I think that's your wallet's biggest regret as well. It's my wallet's biggest regret too, though. So that's not an insult. Thoughts on Adam Sandler's music? Oh God, don't. He can't have music. He can't. Adam Sandler is the luckiest human being ever next to Ringo Starr, I think. Euthanasia? I'm not entirely sure what that is. Have you ever watched The Outsiders? That really rings a bell, but I can't remember. I've seen so many films now. It's just it all goes over my head. Um, what other prison films do you like? I actually like Escape Plan. Escape Plan's the one with Sylvester Stallone, isn't it? And Get to the chopper. Um, I can't even think of other prison films at the minute. It's actually it's not prison, but it's about prisoners. I actually really like one Nicolas Cage film, Con Air. I think that's a good film. Anything new on Paul's new album? I'm not gonna lie, Kevin. I don't keep up with Paul's new album because it's just you're following a dead horse almost. Is that a saying? I don't know. I feel like I've heard that saying before, but I'm using it. Um, I it's like nothing ever comes out about it. It's like I just given up. I had a feeling Bilbo that's what he meant, but I didn't know whether he maybe meant a band that I hadn't heard of. I didn't really want to jump on that topic. Oh, The Rock. Escape Plan with The Rock. What's the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone called when they're prisoners then? I thought that was Escape Plan or something like that. Thoughts on Lana Del Rey? I don't know much about. I haven't heard much of her stuff. Legend. I like Legend. Um, what's the one by Martin Scorsese you like so much, James? I don't know. Martin Scorsese. Don't know what one you like so much by Martin Scorsese. I know which one I like so much by Martin Scorsese, but you don't like. Wolf of Wall Street. Alcatraz. Yeah, that's a good film. Do you like Good Will Hunting? Who doesn't like Good Will Hunting? Classic film. Classic film. Um, if you want to talk about the classic films, what's my favourite? Like the award winning good ones, not like your Jurassic Parks and Star Wars. I don't know. Maybe Shawshank is my favourite. Actually, thinking about it, I thought I was going to be able to come up with a clever answer there, but I didn't. I've let myself down, my family down, and everyone down. Um, Saving Private Ryan. That's a good film. My favourite high school memory. Well, we called it secondary school here. Can't even think of what my favourite was. Hmm. I used to keep to myself a lot at school. I've only ever branched out more since we left because I missed being around my mates so much. I used to just kind of keep him like I used to just try and hang around with everyone equally, kind of thing. I don't know the Baseball Diaries. Don't know that one. Favorite high school memory? God, I can't even think. There was one moment which me and my mates always talk about. It's a little bit harsh, but then again, not really. There was a teacher at our school, a French teacher. She was called Miss Ashwood. She was a nasty woman. She really was, and she was French. So if I do an impression of her in a minute, please excuse the bad accent. But like once she even told me off. I was in the bottom set for French because I couldn't speak. I was useless at languages, and we were in a class with a bunch of idiots. They would throw paper balls at each other and swear all the time and stuff like that. And I just kept myself in the corner with my mate. We were just talking, and one day she come up to me while there was like literally kids fighting at the other side of the classroom. She'd come up to me and be like, "Dims, can you shut up?" It's like, really? You're gonna come and have a go at me? So she was just abbled. She used to just turn around, pick on anyone and everyone. She was also our head of year. And at the end of the year, she went up on stage, in our big assembly, and said to us, "It's very sorry to say this, but I'm not going to be your head of year next year." And she looked a little bit sad. And this is going to sound really harsh, but she was a nasty woman, and everyone cheered. um, and it was rather funny. And then one of the maths teachers, who was known for having a big mouth, kind of stepped in and said, "Oi, oi, oi, she's done a lot for your year." And then one of the mouthy kids in my year then went, "But you've slagged her off behind her back, sir." That was one of the best memories I had from secondary school. Shutter Island, Vinyl Collector James. Wow, that is an incredible film. Absolutely fantastic film. Oh, no worry, Liv. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time, my friend. What do I think of The Departed? Great film. Great film. I don't. I think we're off prison films a bit, James. No worries, Paul. Thank you for joining. Do you listen to audiobooks? Um, I do sometimes. I've listened to a few of the audiobooks for Star Wars. I like Stephen King, but I'm not like a massive die-hard Stephen King fan. No, I'm not gonna watch the Champions League final. not my, not my thing at all. Forrest Gump, great film. Again, I've got that here somewhere. I definitely wouldn't put that one away. Finding it on my shelf is another task. It's here somewhere. Got a few Tom Hanks films actually. Got Castaway and Captain Phillips right in front of me. They're great films, really good films, in fact. Um, he seems to end up in a lot of the good films, even though he's always kind of the same. But he's still a really good actor. Don't want that to sound harsh. Did you ever play a sport in secondary school? Yeah, I played tennis a lot. I was the only sport. I was good at two sports: tennis and swimming. Any near-death experiences? Um, I've had three, but I'm only going to talk about two because one of them I don't want to talk about. One of them's horrible. When I was 3 weeks old, my heart stopped. My body completely stopped. I was dead. And I got rushed. An ambulance was here within a matter of minutes, and I was revived. It's incredible, really. It's actually a frightening moment to look back on. No one knows why it happened. My parents are still very grateful for it. I'm very grateful for it. I technically should not be here, but and then I was like this close from going under a bus once. Me and my mates were mucking about, pushing each other. This was when I was very young, again only about 12, I reckon, and I was pushed into the road by accident, and bus, literally. So yeah. Have you watched Dazed and Confused? No, I didn't even know there was a Dazed and Confused film. They've got to play the song in it though. Two recent Tom Hanks film everyone should watch is Bridge of Spies and The Post. Yeah, well, I've seen Bridge of Spies. I love it. I don't think I'll watch The Post though. Can't lie. Do you listen to Arcade Fire? No, I know I should though. I've heard a few songs of theirs come on the radio, and I always enjoy them. So that's something which I should do definitely. That's how I got into Oasis. Or oh no, not Oasis because I already liked Oasis, but going to their solo careers, like when Liam's album came out, I was all fired up. Then I heard like Noel's new single hit the radio, Holy Mountain. I was like, oh my god, this is great as well. Yeah, I need to check out Arcade Fire. Really, that's something I'll try and do probably soon. Wow, well out of focus for a second there. I'm gonna switch my fan on quickly, guys. It's really hot in here. Jeez. Would help if I put the plug on. Oh. That's better. That's a lot better. Oh. Where are we at? I'll definitely check them out. Definitely. I'm not gonna lie, Bill, but I haven't even heard of them. Not even heard of them. Still need to put some oil on this chair, as you guys can tell. Squeaky, squeaky. It's like having my bed back in the room. Oh, fan's better. Jeez. Haven't seen that, Javid. Haven't seen that. Haven't really. The only films I've watched recently are just new releases in cinema. I haven't actually picked up a random Blu-ray of like an older film and watched it for the first time. It's all been like recent films I've been watching lately. So yeah, the last two films I've seen in Germany have been the big ones of the year: Solo and Infinity War. What was your favorite grade in school? Like what year? Oh, I was thinking grade. Do you mean like scoring a test? Well, I kind of like being in sixth form, which is year 12 and 13, because we kind of walked around and didn't get pestered by the lower years as much. Because you didn't walk around in a uniform, you walked around in a suit. You kind of walked around like you owned the place. Um, so that was I preferred them years at school, but I never used to like being at school really. It was only when I went into sixth form I come out of my shell a bit more and started to get a bit better talking to people and be a bit more socially active. You deserve a lot more subs. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It's you know, it's you know, it always means a lot to me when people say kind things about my channel. That's why I'm here. I'm here to please you guys. What do you have on your roast dinner? As much as I can. I'm a big fan of turkey or gammon. Cats or dogs? Dogs. Yeah, you don't do uniforms out in America, do you? We do them until you go in sixth form, but then when you're in sixth form, you still have to dress smart. So it has to be a suit. They at the colleges, at college here, you don't. You can wear whatever, and I'm pretty sure it's the same for uni students. But uni students are 18 and above, so I think 18 and above you should be able to wear what you want. Favorite Pokemon. I don't know who my favorite Pokemon is. I like Squirtle. I got a big thing for Squirtle. Have you ever been to a cool old pub, like drinking pub? Yeah, we got one around the corner. I go there. Go there every now and then. It's nice in there. It gets a bit rough because it's like especially when there's a football game on, you got the football hooligans go in there and they want to act big and tough. Yeah, it's called the Red Cow. We go down there every now and then for a drink. It's nice in there. It's nice, but I like the more modern pubs. A bit more chilled. Can have a better conversation. Someone recognised me from YouTube today at Walmart. Huh, that's pretty cool. I still haven't had anyone recognise me in record fairs. I still haven't had anyone go, "Hey, I know you." So I'm still waiting for that. Not that I want it to happen, but I'm sure eventually when I'm at a record shop or record fair, someone might go, "I know you." I used to like wearing my school uniform winter because I was horrible with clothes. I was very unfashionable. My mum used to buy all my clothes for me, whereas now I buy my own. Like I bought some new shirts today, so I never used to know what to wear. Period. So it was nice just saying like, well, everyone's going to be wearing this. I have to wear it. So what do you do? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Xbox or PlayStation? Easy peasy lemon. It's PlayStation. I was losing my words big time there. Favorite science subject? Biology. No, I'm kidding. Well, I used to love learning about aliens. Oh my god, guys. Sorry, it's getting so late. Animals. um, I used to love learning about animals. Bilbo Baggins, gotta run. See ya. Thank you for coming, Bilbo. A lot of questions. Thank you. Jones Bird, where have you been? Hello, good to see you. Favorite album so far this year? I've only heard 2 albums, and one of them I didn't like, so I'm gonna have to go with Joe Bonamassa and Beth Hart's Black Coffee album. Favorite Metallica song? Don't really know, to be honest. I don't even know if I can think of the best one off the top of my head. Really been into Foo Fighters lately, though, for some reason. Metallica just reminded me of that. Have a good one. See you later, Berber. Yeah, I've really enjoyed. I'd love to learn about aliens too. Yeah, I don't know. It's just getting late. It's getting late. I mean, this ain't helping. This is just. Well, it's saying that it's lemon water, and I put a little bit of vodka in it, so maybe that's what's doing it. Hi, Invisible Ray. How are you doing? I've been enjoying your videos, my friend. Best 007 theme ever. Sam Smith. I'm kidding. I don't know. I like Goldfinger. That one's good. No problem, my friend. No problem. Oh god, we're getting low. Getting low. License to Kill. That's a good one, to be fair. Have you practiced some guitar lately? Nah. No, James, I'm sorry. I did not like the Skyfall one. I didn't really like any of the modern ones. Especially Sam Smith. His one was dreadful. I just hate Sam Smith. I can't stand his voice. So bad. My sister's him as well, so every now and then I'll hear a Sam Smith song and it's like, oh. It's like, you know how you get a voice which you just can't stand? Sam Smith is that one for me. I just cannot stand his voice. It is literally the worst. Literally. It's like, there are horrible artists out there which I'd actually rather listen to. Oh, thank you, Winter. It's just it's like, getting comments like that, it means a lot to me because in my head, it's like, are people really going to want to listen to me? But I've got some great people here listening, so thank you so much to you all. It means a lot. I don't want to sound like one of them snobby people who's just saying it for the sake of saying it, like, oh, thank you so much, blah, 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 because I generally mean it. It's so nice to have everyone here. But that's just a lot of fun. Really cool. Yes, you do, James. Get rid of that. You do not need it. Should school kids wear boiler suits instead of uniforms? Yeah, why not? That's a good idea. Oh. Content is highly entertaining. Thank you so much. I had a client a couple weeks ago who said I was my channel used to be good, but I'm one of the worst YouTubers now. I found that very funny. Orange apple. Is the vinyl community still a thing? I think it's trying to still be a thing, although I think it's just done. It should be done. The vinyl community was fun for a while, but it's just not fun anymore. I really hate the vinyl community, I think it's fair to say, because there's so much bitching in there, and there's so much people who don't understand what opinions are. It's like, oh, that's such a crap album, blah blah blah. Are you like that? Well, you must be deaf. So much stuff like that goes on. I get it here on my channel as well still. You go on like the vinyl community where people say, "Hey VC," and they're all into the VC, 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 and then you go onto the VC pages and whatnot. It's just too much. It's a nasty group now, unfortunately. I think. So yeah, what's this arrow? There we go. Um, it's just not a nice group anymore. I try not to associate myself with it. That's why because I don't want to just don't want to be a part of it. It's like I like doing my own thing here on my channel. I like interacting with my friends here, like Final Collector James, Ross Goodall, Simpson, Mr. Mayo, and then I've got all of my fantastic commenters here who I like interacting with. But that's it. I don't need to go in these VC pages and listen to a load of drivel and then get judged for my friend Robert said it perfectly. He said I wouldn't want to come on here and talk about music on your. He said it to me and I completely agreed. He said he didn't want to come on my channel and talk about music too often because of how much people judge you, and it's like that's I get it because there are VC people who still come onto my channel occasionally and just judge me completely and rip the hell out of me for my opinions and. What's a boiler suit? A boiler suit is just humongous suit. It's just top to bottom, uncomfortable, sweaty, horrible things. They're not nice. Oh, James Bird, I know how it feels. My internet plays up a lot, surprisingly. Always does it when I'm halfway through uploading a video, which is fantastic. So now stop it, retype everything, recreate the thumbnail, blah 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 blah, and start all over again. I have to do it like twice. It's like a common occurrence whenever I do a video. Really up to the hour and a half marks. Probably only going to go another 10-15 minutes, guys. But that's okay, because the numbers are dying down a bit now anyway. Oh. Bank holiday Monday here in the UK. I don't know if it is anywhere else in the world, but if you're here in the UK, what you got planned for Monday? Day off. Gotta make the most of it. I don't think I'm actually doing anything Monday, but tomorrow I'm going to a car boot in the morning if this storm isn't too bad that we're meant to have. I think it's tonight we're meant to have it. But if it's sunny when I wake up tomorrow morning, I'm going to go to a car boot, and then I'm going out tomorrow evening to my favourite club, which is going to be fun. No worries, James. I'll speak to you soon, my friend. Hello, Weekly Talks. Do I know if Ringo or Paul support Liverpool? I actually don't know. I never hear them talk about football. So I actually got no clue there. No clue. Don't know many musicians really talk about football. Rod Stewart does, I think. Hmm. I'll show that. I don't know what line that's from. I'm not sure if I should know. Because there I'm. What, you're at the Champions. What? You're there? Is that what you're saying? Because there I'm the Champions League final currently. Or they are. They are, or you are. Going fishing, nice. I like it. I love to do some fishing. Well, have fun, James Bird. Have a nice weekend, and I'll see you next time. Take care to you too. Thank you so much for coming. Mad drink. The numbers are running low. We're gonna wrap it up in a minute, guys. Any last questions? That's a bit weird. Actually, I shouldn't do that. Oh. Nathan, I'm really interested in what your last comment was. Was you there? Is that what you were trying to say? Kebab. That's the only bit I can make out of the end there. I love a kebab. Other than that, I've got no idea what that means, mate. Nope idea. K-Bowl H Kitty Kebab. Kebab. Oh. Chat's gone a bit slow again. Probably wrap it up a bit quicker than expected. I think I'll wrap it up in a couple minutes. Any last questions, guys? It's been a very fun chat, I must say. So thank you to everyone who did turn up. I think I'll end it there because it doesn't look like people have slowly started to disappear now. But yeah, I'll end it there. But yeah, thank you so much for coming down, everyone. Anyone who's watching this back as well, thank you so much for watching. These live chats are always fun for me. I always get a kick out of them. They're real good. So thank you so much for coming by, everyone. I'm going to sign it off now because it looks like the numbers have dropped anyway. But thank you for coming by. Hope everyone has a good weekend. As I say, bank holiday weekend. Got to make the most of it. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon for another video probably. And hopefully another live chat soon. You in Pixels. Nice last comment there. Thank you so much, Javid. Bye-bye.